In this video, let's talk about your video call technology and how to set it up with basic gear.
This video is brought to you by Appy Pie Academy.
So most of the gear is AV, audio visual setup. And we're going to talk a little bit about your background and lighting. Of course, there are two instances. One instance, if you're just working from home, you don't need to look like a professional video creator. But some people have a small business and sometimes they do interviews online that get recorded and posted on YouTube. So in that case, of course, you need to have a little bit of a more professional setup. So in all cases, you do have to be in a well-lit room so that people can see you well, and the light should come pointing at your face so they can brighten your face, because that's the most important part of what people will see. Background, you can go in different directions with this. It can be simple. Just avoid a boring sterile wall, like a sterile white wall or busy accessories or a lot of pillows, depending on where you film. Like if you have a white wall, it might look nice to you, but on video, a white wall requires a lot more light to actually maintain that white color. Otherwise, it begins to look gray and gloomy and depressing, and it looks like you're in kind of a dungeon, even though you're in front of a perfectly nice white clean wall. So if you only have the white walls, you maybe want to invest in some kind of a background or just move somewhere where the background isn't the wall. We'll talk in a second about different background options. And you want to make sure that you're in a quiet area with minimal noise. And keep in mind that the worst call is no call or a call where you cannot hear. So check your internet connection before the call, and then make sure you pay and invest in a good internet connection, the fast type, maybe the fastest option, or that's too expensive, just one under that. Because if you're going to be doing business online or working remotely, you have to have great internet and a fast connection. And that's not only going to help your video, that's going to help your audio. Because some of the most frustrating experiences is where you're like, I can't hear. The other person is like, I also can't hear. And then you start dealing with these technical issues, wasting time and not getting anything done and getting frustrated. So the internet connection is perhaps the number one most important thing. Also, sometimes, no matter how good your internet might be, it might go down. There may be outages. So you want to have your secondary device available. That might be a tablet, that might be a phone. Make sure it's charged. And often, if you're connecting your computer to your home Wi-Fi, your phone might be going off your phone internet provider's network. So you have two networks available for you. If one is slow, the other one might be better. So you want to have that second network to connect to make sure that you are going to be able to connect online in time for the call. Also, you want to invest in headphones, because without headphones, sometimes with some connections, you'll have background noise or kind of like this microphone output that's random. Like it's not actual noise, but you'll have this kind of what's called gain or something like that. And sometimes headphones help you clear that up. Not to mention that if you have people at home, they don't need to be hearing most of this conversation. So it's also good for privacy. Now, there are some other optional pieces of gear and technology. An external webcam can be great. Your laptop probably has a very good webcam, but you can get for under $100 like a Logitech HD webcam, which is much better, and one that you can place on an angle of your choice, because the webcam from your computer obviously only points from your computer. If you're going to be doing editing later, like let's say you want to post this on YouTube or something like that, if it's some interview or something, then you can record from your computer's webcam and from the external webcam and actually have two different pieces of footage that you can edit nicely together. That's obviously advanced and not necessary for most people. Also, you can use your computer's built-in microphone, but in case you want extra good noise cancellation, voice quality, you can invest in a microphone. There are many options for microphones. There are some microphones that help you cancel out noise. Let's say you have trucks going by outside or kids screaming or something like that. So you can buy microphones that cancel that background noise, or at least minimize it, because no microphone will get rid of it, all of it entirely. And that's optional, but it's necessary if your business relies on you doing publicity, you doing interviews, you doing recordings of the calls that you might post as a podcast on YouTube or something like that. So if your business relies on it, it's no longer optional. But if you just want to have better audio, then that's a great option, because a good microphone can range from somewhere between $50 to $200, depending on the kind of microphone, and it will make your voice sound better right away, more pleasant to listen to, and also have all these other benefits. Now, also, you can create a branded background for yourself. That's something you would just print like a sheet, and you would have your logo or something else, or your website. If you are in business for yourself, that's a worthwhile investment. It's a one-time investment, and that's it. If you're not in business, or if you just want to have a regular call and still look professional, you can buy stands with sheets of paper that give you any color background you want. Obviously, if you use a program like Zoom, those programs can actually create backgrounds for you, so you don't have to worry about backgrounds at all. So that's why the background is optional. So that's the different technology and gear that you should worry about for your calls. And keep in mind that connectivity and audio quality is the most important. Without connectivity and without audio quality, there is nothing. So just make sure that that's perfect before you start working on anything else.